In our news bulletin for this evening, Premier Tokitalangi returns from a state visit to Papua New Guinea to sign diplomatic relations and discuss proposed funds for a new Parliament House to be funded by PNG. Boat fishermen can expect positive developments in the new year with the installation of a new power-operated winch in Awasele. A book launch on the island serves as an encouragement for more Niueans to write stories and document Niue's history through the eyes of its own people. Regional beauty pageant sees Miss Samoa crowned as the first Miss Pacific Islands. Festive season and Christmas cheer increases with light displays, bringing enjoyment to children and people on the island. Niue has established diplomatic relations with Papua New Guinea following Premier Tokitalangi's state visit to PNG earlier this month. Both leaders agreed that they would provide the necessary assistance for the performance of the functions of their diplomatic representatives on the basis of equality, mutual benefit and reciprocity in accordance with international practice. Honourable Tokitalangi says he is pleased with the latest developments to sign diplomatic relations considering the historical ties that the two countries share. In addition to these discussions, PNG has also committed funds towards the building of a new assembly building.
They're setting a team of people led by a part Niuean here early next year to help with the design of the building and to see the site, to see how it can be shaped using the site that we have up at the Halahanga. And we're expecting to get this project completed at least before the end of my term as Premier this time. I was also very humbled with the fact that I was the first leader outside of the Melanesian Spearhead Group countries that have been invited by Papua New Guinea for a state visit. And I was surprised in the fact that I was the first. You know, the little things or the big things like a 21-gun salute, the inspection of the cards, the fact that you were put up in very luxurious hotels and so on, indicated to me the importance that Papua New Guinea and we enjoy as two countries, and the bilaterals that we sign, in fact, reaffirm that. But the other thing that I was interested in, developments that are happening in Papua New Guinea at the present moment, and thirdly, what we can do regionally to help each other. The historical context, and they all understood that, and when I met the Governor-General, he reminded me of the fact that not very far from where the Governor's residence was where one of the missionaries who went from here, whose wife died, and he ended up marrying a woman from Papua New Guinea, and their descendants now live in Tuapa, as you all know. So it goes back a long way.
Papua New Guinea is the 11th country to formally establish diplomatic relations with Niue. The Awasele ramp area is undergoing some major developments with the installation of a new winch. The previous manually operated winch has been in use for about 20 years now and has been long overdue for replacement. Awasele Member of Parliament and Honourable Minister Billy Talangi says it has been a long time coming, but has also been dependent on funding available. Work to develop the area began this month to dismantle and remove the old winch and get power down to the ramp. Progress to complete the project will also be dependent on the weather and sea conditions. The new power-operated winch will be a valuable addition for the fishermen on the island, especially if the main wharf area is busy on boat days. Then fishermen and charter boat owners can launch off their vessels from Awasele. The new winch is expected to be completed and operational during the first week of January if all goes according to plan. In the meantime, the Awasele ramp and surrounding areas have been closed off to the public due to the extensive work being carried out at the moment. A book launch was held last night for a new publication titled The Sacred Reef Passage of Uluvehi, that is a compilation of stories and history of the village of Mutalo. According to author Ioane Alekefawai, he was inspired to write this book based on a request from the Mutalo Ululota Matefunua Trust to mark their 10-year anniversary this year. The project was made possible with the help of elders from within the village and the Niuean community who were willing to share their stories as a way of maintaining not only our history but also our language. The book was first launched at the Mamti anniversary celebrations last month, but Ioane says that the launching held on the island has a different feel. It was reassuring to come home and return something to the people of his village with a sense of accomplishment. He says this is an ongoing effort that he hopes to work further on, and says that more Niueans should aspire to research and write books telling our stories through the eyes of our people, rather than waiting for people from outside taking that knowledge and making it their own. There are very limited copies of this book on sale, but the hope is that other Niueans will be encouraged to start working on compiling stories and publications for future reference and to increase Niuean literature available for future generations. The culmination of a whole week's worth of activities ended with the crowning of Miss Samoa Latafaleauva as Miss Pacific Islands 2014 to 2015 in Apia, Samoa. The event that brought together 8 of the Pacific's beauties ended on a high note for the host, Samoa. This year's competition did not disappoint, with great admiration for the efforts put in by designers, showcasing some intricate designs, especially in the traditional wear category. The pageant contestants displayed grace, pride, culture, and so much more that made for great entertainment, not only for the crowd present, but the event was also viewed across the Pacific region. The special awards were announced, and those scores did not necessarily account for the overall placings. Miss Niue Nina Nemea was voted Miss Personality. Best Traditional Wear and Best Sarong went to Miss Samoa. Miss Internet went to Miss Nauru. Miss Photogenic went to Miss Fiji. And the National Tourism Award went to Miss American Samoa. The 2 main prizes for the evening, the Best Talent and Best Interview, went to Miss Samoa. Second runner-up went to Miss Fiji, Nanise Rainima, and first runner-up, Miss Cook Islands, Antonina Brown, and the winner was Miss Samoa. As the festive season dawns upon us, residents are adding their own flavor, getting into the Christmas spirit, with decorations going up and an array of blinking lights. The township of Alofi has its fair share of Christmas cheer, with the commercial centre spruced up. But for one resident, the allure of Christmas is so captivating that he has taken the whole lights display concept to a new level, with an eye-catching display in the village of Mutalo. We caught up with him today to see what motivates him to do this.
When I first came here to Niue, I didn't see that much light. So because back home in Samoa, I see a lot of people, when it comes to Christmas, about November, they put up their lights. So they go around and see who's got the creative, the good, how they put up their lights. So that's why when I came here, I look around, I only saw, I think, few people that put up the lights. So I have to convince No to get the lights, and so that's when I started in 2011. I started put up the lights, and then the lights are expensive because the people that supply the lights, because I told them they have to custom made to what Niue weather is, because there's a lot of rain, a lot of sun. So I told them this is what the weather here in Niue by a company in America. It's worth it. It's worth it for it's all about the spirit of Christmas. If you put up more lights, the kids will come and say, wow, because I have seen the faces of the little kids when they came up. When I first put it up, they were all happy, play around the lights. And that's why every year I try to bring some more lights, so that we, over here in Niue, we can show people overseas that we can provide something colorful and a happy Christmas for all the kids here in Niue.
For some people, the excitement has motivated them to make a special trip with their children, even driving halfway around the island just to see these lights. The custom-made lights are waterproof, but Pele says that parents should ensure that children do not touch the displays for safety reasons. In true Christmas spirit, one person's efforts has given others enjoyment. Despite the potential hefty power bill in the end, what it comes down to is bringing Christmas cheer to one and all. Speaking of Christmas cheer, the annual Christmas Children's Party will be held at the Commercial Centre tomorrow morning with an open invitation to all children on the island to attend. And on that note, on behalf of TV Niue, we would like to wish all on the island a very Merry Christmas. Don't forget to check out the final show day for this year. That will be in the village of Liku this coming Saturday. And this will also be our final news bulletin for the year. So we would like to thank you all for your support and company throughout the year, and also wish you a safe festive season and Happy New Year. See you all back here next year at the end of January.